morning. Good morning, everyone. Today topic is caustic embrittlement, right? Caustic embrittlement and boiler corrosion. Two topics are remaining from boiler troubles, right? What is caustic embrittlement? Caustic embrittlement nothing but intercrystalline cracking. Intercrystalline cracking is known as a caustic embrittlement. Yes, how to form intercrystalline cracking? What is the main reason of intercrystalline cracking? Caustic embrittlement. What is the main reasons? Caustic embrittlement means intercrystalline cracking of boiler metals. Boiler water usually contains a small portion of Na2CO3. In high pressure boilers, this is Na2CO3 undergoes decomposition to give NaOH. NaOH. From this reaction, the small portion of Na2CO3 reacting with water gives rise to 2NaOH plus CO2. There is NaOH is developed. This NaOH is flows into the minute air cracks and crevices usually present on the boiler materials. By capillary action and dissolved the surrounding area of the iron as sodium perrhoate. Sodium perrhoate is formed. The NaOH is flows into the minute air cracks and crevices usually present on the boiler materials by capillary action and dissolves the surrounding area of iron as a sodium perrhoate. Fe plus 2NaOH gives rise to Na2FeO2 plus H2. The H2 gas is evaluated. And there is a perrhoate is sodium perrhoate is a corrosion product. This causes brittlement of boiler parts, particularly stressed parts like bends, joints, rivets, etc. Causes even failure of the boiler. This is known as caustic embrittlement. This is main causes of the caustic embrittlement or intercrystalline cracking. Intercrystalline cracking is mainly happens Na2CO3. The Na2CO3 decomposes to NaOH and CO2. Right? This NaOH is flows into the minute air cracks and crevices. The small, this NaOH is what? Travel through the air cracks and crevices. What happen? It will be damaged. It form a sodium perrhoate. That's what happened. After some time, what happened? The sodium perrhoate is formed. That indication is what? Brittlement of boiler parts, particularly stressed parts like bends, joints, rivets, etc., causing even failure of the boiler. This is the caustic embrittlement. And next, how to prevention? What is the remedies of caustic embrittlement? How to prevention of caustic embrittlement? One thing is caustic embrittlement can be prevented by using sodium phosphate as a softening agent instead of sodium carbonate. And the second thing is by adding tannin, lignin to the boiler water, which blocks the air cracks. That is the prevention of the caustic embrittlement or intercrystalline cracking. Caustic embrittlement or intercrystalline cracking అంటాం దాన్ని. Okay, how to remove this? Okay, we are generally used in Na2CO3 small quantities there. We stop the using Na2CO3 in boiler. We are using sodium phosphate is the best, right? And another prevention method is adding tannin, lignin, and one more compound agar-agar also to the boiler water, which blocks the air cracks. These three compounds. What is that? Tannin, lignin, and agar-agar is what completely block the air cracks. That is the important. That is the prevention of the caustic embrittlement. What about boiler corrosion? What is the boiler corrosion? Okay, caustic embrittlement is over. Next is boiler corrosion. What is boiler corrosion? Okay, boiler corrosion is mainly happens, right? Boiler corrosion mainly happens what? Yes, three types mainly. Three are main causes. One is the dissolved oxygen, dissolved carbon dioxide, dissolved salts. These three are main causes of the S boiler corrosion. Okay, what is the corrosion? We know the definition. The definition is S decay of the metal by environmental gases. That reaction is chemical and electrochemical reactions. The environmental gases is attack on the surface of the boiler. What is the particularly definition is what? The boiler corrosion is decay or heat or disintegration of boiler body materials either due to chemical or electrochemical reaction with its environment. That is the its environment. It will be destroyed. It will be completely destroyed by the corrosion. That is the corrosion. Okay, what is the disadvantage of corrosion? A shortening of boiler life. Shortening means lifetime will be decreases, leakage of the joints and rivets, and increase the cost of repairs and maintenance. These three are main disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? The lifetime is decreases, leakage of joints and rivets, and increase the cost of repairing of the boilers maintenance. Okay, this is the main disadvantage of the due to corrosion. Okay, the corrosion is mainly caused by dissolved oxygen, okay, dissolved carbon dioxide, dissolved salts. These are main important. Okay, these are main important of the corrosion. Okay, first we discuss about dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen. Okay, dissolved oxygen in water is mainly responsible for the corrosion of the boiler. This dissolved oxygen in the water attacks the boiler material at high temperature. The Fe plus 6H2O plus 3O2 gives rise to FeOH thrice. 4FeOH thrice. That is the oxygen reaction in water with metal. Okay, there is a hydroxide, means ferrous hydroxide is nothing but is what? There is a corrosion product is developed in presence of oxygen with water. Means it reacting with metal body. It reacting with metal body. That's what. Okay, this is the reaction. 4Fe plus 6H2O plus 3O2 gives rise to 4FeOH thrice. Removal of dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen can be removed by chemical or mechanical methods. What is the chemical method we discuss? Okay, this reaction is very important. Please read out. Very simple reaction. Fe, okay, boiler. Fe nothing but iron. That is the boiler body. And H2O, water is inside the boiler. There is inside the oxygen reacting with what happened. Yes, these three combination, these three reactants to form the product is the rust is formed. RUST, rust. That is the FeOH thrice. Okay, this is the, well, how can you remove this? How can you remove this? That is the chemical method we'll see. What is the chemical method? Two components are there. What is the chemical? Sodium sulfite and hydrogen. Sodium sulfite, hydrogen is there. 2 Na2SO3 plus O2 gives rise to 2 Na2SO4. Na2H4 plus O2 gives rise to N2 plus 2H2O. N2 plus 2H2O. This is the chemical method. Sodium sulfite or hydrogen are some of the chemicals used for the removing oxygen. There is Na2SO3 plus O2 gives rise to 2Na2SO4. That is the one reaction. That is the main compound sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate converted into sodium sulfate. PHATE. PHITE converted into PHATE. Sodium sulfate is formed. Right. Next is hydrogen. Hydrogen means what? To N2H4 plus O2 gives rise to N2 plus 2H2O. That is the completely what happened. It is decomposed. Inert nature of nitrogen and water is formed. Okay. Easily we are removing oxygen by using chemical method. Okay, next one is dissolved carbon dioxide. How to remove the dissolved carbon dioxide? How to remove dissolved S carb this compound? Dissolved oxygen is the carbon dioxide. Dissolved carbon dioxide in water produce carbonic acid H2CO3. Carbonic acid means H2CO3, which is a acidic and corrosive nature. Corrosive in nature. Here reaction is what? Simple reaction is CO2 H2O gives rise to H2CO3. Carbonic acid is developed. Okay, this is the yes, in carbonic acid is very corrosiveness. It is easily corrosion is possible. That's why we should be removed. We should be removed. Carbon dioxide is one more sources. Bicarbonates, whenever we heat the water, what happen? In water is carbonates. Bicarbonates of calcium is dissociated into CaCO3 H2O plus CO2. There is a CO2 also developed here. Okay, the CO2 again reacting with water, there is a carbonic acid is developed. The carbonic acid is main causing of the as corrosion. Corrosion is developed in the boiler. Okay, now we can remove the SCO2 by using NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide in water. Carbon dioxide can be removed from water by adding a calculated amount of NH4OH into water. And some quantity of NH4CH. Yes, not big quantity, a sufficient quantity of NH4CH, NH4OH is added to ammonium hydroxide added to S water. There is what happened, the ammonium hydroxide reacting with CO2 gives rise to NH4 twice CO3 plus H2O. There is a completely carbon dioxide is blocked with NH4OH. Yes, diammonia carbonate is formed, right? Next one is carbon dioxide along with oxygen can also be removed mechanically by deaeration method. That is a one not a chemical method. That is a simple method, mechanical method. Okay, next coming to the one more causes of boiler trouble, dissolved MgCl2. These all three due to oxygen, due to carbon dioxide, due to dissolved salts are mainly causes of the boiler corrosion. Okay, what is the metal role is here? Okay, here is the metal. Very simple reaction. See. Okay, this is the MaCl2. Acids produced from the salts dissolved in water are also mainly responsible for the corrosiousness of boilers. Salts like MgCl2, CaCl2, etc. undergo hydrolysis at a high temperature to give HCl, which corrodes the boilers. What is that? MgCl2 plus 2H2O gives rise to MgOH twice plus 2HCl. This is the one reaction. Here is the acid is main important. This acid is again reacting with S boiler Fe. Yes, Fe, what happened? FeCl2 is developed and H2O is removed. This FeCl2 reacting with water gives rise to FeOH twice plus 2HCl. This is the very simple ferrous hydroxide is developed. This is the one type of S corrosion product. Okay, next is how can you remove this acid? Very simple reaction. This acid is removed by what? The corrosion by acids can be avoided by the addition of base, that is NaOH, that is the alkaline is removed. Okay, this is the alkaline removed. This reaction is HCl plus NaOH gives rise to NaCl plus H2O. This is the easily remove of the acid. Okay, what we discussed today, yes, we discussed boiler troubles. One of the causes of what? Caustic embrittlement. What is a caustic embrittlement? We discussed. Caustic embrittlement is a intercrystalline cracking in the boiler, right? How to happens intercrystalline cracking in the boilers? This is sodium carbonate Na2CO3 plus water gives rise to 2NaOH plus CO2. There is a caustic embrittlement is formed. NaOH flows into the minute air cracks and crevices, usually present on the boiler materials by capillary action and dissolves the surrounding area of the iron as a sodium perrite is formed. Fe plus 2NaOH gives rise to Na2 FeO2 plus H2. This causes brittlement of boiler parts, particularly stressed parts. అంటే బాయిలర్లు ఏదైతే స్ట్రెస్డ్ పార్ట్స్ అంటే బెండింగ్ ఉంటాయో, ఎక్కడైతే మోర్ బెండింగ్ అండ్ జాయింట్స్ అండ్ రివర్స్ ఉంటాయో, దేర్ ఈజ్ ఏ పాసిబుల్ ఆఫ్ ది కరోజన్. Okay, there is a failure of the boilers. This is the caustic embrittlement. Okay, how can you remove, how can you prevention of caustic embrittlement? We should not use Na2CO3 first. Instead of Na2CO3, we are using sodium phosphate is the better remedies. Okay. Next, adding of agar-agar, agar-agar gel, tannin, lignin to the boiler water, which blocks the air cracks. అక్కడ ఎక్కడైతే మనకి ఎయిర్ క్రాక్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి, ఆ ఎయిర్ క్రాక్స్ని మనం ఏం చేయొచ్చు అంటే ఈజీలీ కవర్ చేయొచ్చు విత్ కవరింగ్ విత్ కెమికల్స్. దట్ ఈస్ టానిన్, లెగ్నిన్ అండ్ అగర్ అగర్ జెల్ ఈజ్ అప్లైడ్ టు ది బాయిలర్. No cracks appears. It will be completely blocks these chemicals. This is the prevention method. And next one is boiler corrosion. What is the boiler corrosion? Okay, we can, caustic embrittlement, one reason is over. That is also corrosion, but that is the one compound Na2CO3 used, that is released NaOH. The NaOH is caused by what? Sodium perrite is down. That's why we are prevention of methods. Instead of Na2CO3, sodium phosphate is applied here, and other one is lignin and tannin is applied to the cracks. Okay, next boiler corrosion. What is the boiler corrosion? Boiler corrosion is a decay or disintegration of boiler's body materials, either due to chemical and electrochemical reactions with its environment. Disadvantages of corrosion. What is the disadvantage of corrosion? The short lifetime of the boiler, leakage of the boiler, and increasing the cost of repairing of the maintenance. Okay, these are the main disadvantages of the boiler, right? Okay, what is the boiler corrosion? Main reasons is dissolved oxygen, dissolved carbon dioxide, dissolved salts. Okay, dissolved oxygen, right? Dissolved oxygen in water is mainly responsible for the corrosion of boilers. This dissolved oxygen in water attacks the boiler material at a high temperature. Okay, there is 4Fe plus 6H2O plus 3O2 gives rise to 4FeOH thrice. Removal of dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen can be removed by chemical or mechanical methods. Okay, how can you remove oxygen? Very simple. Two compound name, that is sodium sulfate and hydrogen is added. First, sodium sulfate is added to water. The oxygen is completely absorbed. 2Na2SO4 is formed. That is sodium sulfate is formed. Next, hydrogen is added to water. N2H4 plus O2 gives rise to N2 plus 2H2O. There is no oxygen in the water, completely removed, right? Hydrogen is found in the ideal compound for the removing of dissolved oxygen in the water, since the products are water and inert nitrogen. Inert nitrogen gas is developed. And dissolved carbon dioxide is what? Dissolved carbon dioxide reacting with water, this carbonic acid is developed. Okay, one more source is what? Whenever we are heating the water, yes, bicarbonates of calcium is dissociate, calcium carbonate plus water plus CO2. There is also CO2 is developed. How to removal of CO2? Yes, NH4OH plus CO2 gives rise to NH4 twice CO3, and there is a no CO2 in the water. Completely, what is the compound is added? NH4OH is added to the water, right? And next, dissolved salts like MgCl to CaCl2. MgCl2 reacting with water, it is released as acid, HCl released acid. The acid again reacting with Fe, FeCl2 plus H2. There is FeCl2 plus FeCl2 plus H2O, 2H2O gives rise to FeOH twice plus 2HCl. There is FeOH twice nothing but that is a corrosion product. How can you remove the acid? This is the remedy of removal of acid. How can you remove remedial acid? Adding NaOH to the HCl gives rise to NaCl plus H2O. This is the for dissolved oxygen metals are completely removed. acid compound. Okay, these are the boiler troubles. What are the boiler troubles? Yes, four parameters important. One is the sludge and scale, one reason, and framing and foaming formation is another reason, and one more is caustic embrittlement, and last one is boiler corrosion. Boiler corrosion again divided into three types: dissolved oxygen, dissolved carbon dioxide, and dissolved metals. Okay, this is the boiler troubles. Okay, topic, very important topic. Okay, if you any doubt, please subscribe and put any doubts as a message. Okay, thank you so much for this. Thank you very much.